What up, what up, what up, what up, everybody? My name is Joshua Gibson, a believer, a husband, a father, a business owner, and now a health enthusiast. This podcast is about living good so you feel better. Hence, Live Good, Feel Better podcast. Now look, living good can mean physical health, what you eat, what you drink, spiritual health, mental health, or even elevating your finances, because we all know finances, those are important. Today, our main focus will be on physical health, healing the body through good diet and exercise such as juicing and double dutch aerobics. Before we get into our guest though, I want to hop into the theme scripture for this season. Colossians 3:23, work willingly at whatever you do as though you were working for the Lord rather than for people. Now, let's get into the guest of honor. Today's guests are living proof that purpose, discipline, and love can literally change your life. You know them from the Dear Future Wifey podcast, the Marriage Be Hard podcast with Kev on Stage and Melissa Fredericks, the Amazing Race 36, and they're the founders of Double Dutch Aerobics, touring the country and teaching over 10,000 people. Some of those people include Tisha Campbell, Angela Yee, DJ MV Scarface, and many, many, many more. And while those accolades are impressive, they will tell you their greatest accomplishment isn't the stages, the screens, the recognition, it's their 3 children. Those children are here today because Michelle made a choice to do a 17-day water fast to naturally heal herself from fibroids after battling infertility, a choice that changed their entire family's future. Look, y'all, this couple doesn't just talk health, they live it. They completed a 60-day juice fast, built a life rooted in real food, and showed the world what's possible when you fully commit. Their creativity and message extends far beyond fitness. And coming soon, y'all, mark it down, they are manifesting a guest appearance on The Breakfast Club. What makes them special isn't just what they've accomplished, it's how they've done it together. Marriage, entrepreneurship, parenting, healing, faith, and legacy all wrapped into one journey. Please help me give a warm but powerful welcome to 2 people who are not only changing bodies, but changing lives. Sean and Michelle Clark.
What?
The best intro we've ever received. I felt like I was on Club Shake.
Hey, I'm honored, and that's not ChatGPT, by the way. Your boy, I wrote it.
That's research. That was really
That's
good.
research.
Even as wanting to be on the Breakfast Club, that was really good. I'm sitting there like,
that was a lot of scrolling, to get down to that point. So I do want to take it all the way back, not to the beginning of y'all's childhood, but just to the beginning of y'all's relationship. How did y'all meet? Was it love at first sight?
he was all over me like a cheap sweater. That's all. That's all.
You know that's a lie.
I was like, please leave me alone. Leave me alone.
Lies.
I feel like every couple has 2 different versions of how they met.
It's the same. I'm just joking. So, well, I'll start it, right?
Okay.
So, my best friend and I, we made films. And we made this romantic comedy called This Thing Called Love.
Yes.
And we used to work for the Board of Education, and we both quit our jobs. And we went out into the streets. That was back when you had DVDs. Remember DVDs, y'all? So we went out in the streets of New York City, because we're from Brooklyn. And we were selling our movies in the streets, hustling. Boom, boom, boom. So a friend of mine was like, yo, Sean, I'm having a showcase at Locke's Lounge. She was like, come on down and sell your movie. I was like, bet, I'm coming. So I get there, and my best friend and I, we had the title of our movie. It was called This Thing Called Love. And we both had the same shirts on. And so, we selling movies. And then Michelle kind of like called me over. She was like,
I was bartending. I was the bartender.
Michelle was the bartender. And she was like, well, why do you guys have on the same
Because
shirts?
I see 2 grown people with the same shirt, and I'm like, huh? So, Of course you want to read it, because you're like, what is it? Clearly it has to be something. You don't they didn't wake up and wear the same shirt.
Exactly.
So he told me the name of the movie, and he tried to sell it to me. I told him I don't buy things at work. That's counterproductive. So he gave me the DVD and said, if you watch it, if I give it to you, I just need you to tell me what you think of it. So I was like, okay, if you give it to me, I will watch it and tell you what I think of it. I
Yeah.
watched it. I thought the movie was great. And I was in theater school at the time. I was in
Mhm.
musical theater school. And I saw they made their own movie. So I called him, keeping my promise. And he was just so easy to talk to. It was like, it felt like we already knew each other. Like, it was just super cool.
Easy, too easy.
And so we were just friends. We just were talking easy. He asked me to go with him to a concert. Wasn't nothing at first. It was just like this, I know you already, but I don't know you kind of
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
And
And that
eventually,
might have been like the same day.
that might have been the same
The
day.
same day.
Oh, that was
He-
the same day.
He was like, yo, you want to? No, well, after I saw the movie and I spoke to him on the phone, it was the
Right,
same day.
right.
I was
So,
gonna say that's okay.
oh, no. So she saw the movie. She called me. We were talking on the phone, literally like we knew each other.
Like we
You
knew
would
each
have
other.
just like this. You would have thought we knew each other from before.
Yes.
Wow.
So we hung up. A friend of mine literally called me like maybe an hour after. She was like, "Yo, Sean, I got these tickets. I used to work at Hot 97. I got these tickets for this concert." She was like, "You want to go?" I was like, "Yeah, I want to go." So I had two of them, and I called my friend, but he couldn't go. And I was like, "You know what? Let me ask Michelle."
That was God
I-
right there.
Literally, not. I wasn't trying to holler. I promise you. I was just because we were so cool. It felt like I just got off the phone with my homegirl.
Yeah.
But then I called her and I was like, "Michelle, you want to go to this concert?" She was like, "Yeah, let's go."
Let's go.
And we just
So ever since then, we literally were just hanging out. Eventually, he told me he wanted to take it further, and I was like, "No, we're just friends. Why do guys always do that?" And he was like, "Okay." He was like, "Okay, if you don't want to take it further, then you can't be with me every day. Like, you can't hang out with me the way that we hanging out." Because we were
No, we hung out every single day.
we were hanging out.
Michelle slept at my house,
We were hanging out.
Wow.
cooked for her every
He
day.
ain't crossed no boundaries.
she
It was great.
She was in
Now,
music.
was there a point where during those like sleepovers and everything, were y'all still thinking you were friends, or at some point were Sean, were you
I
thinking
was
like,
thinking we were friends.
I was thinking we were friends up until the point where I felt like we weren't anymore.
yeah.
Up until the point where I was like, "Wait, whoa.
But when he told me, he said, "Okay, if we're not gonna take this further,
Yeah.
then the friendship can't go on like this. Like, we have to cut this."
we cool, but you can't sleep in my house. You certainly can't sleep in my bed.
Yeah.
I mean,
He was like, "We can't do this."
There's no way. There gonna have to be some boundaries.
And he started crying. And I was like, "But we're best friends. I love being around you. I just love it." And he got a little jolted because it's like I was crying. I guess it was like, what the heck? And
Yeah.
so he got locked up one night for a suspended license.
Mhm.
I couldn't find him. And my heart was like, oh my God, if I can't find him, oh my God.
Mhm.
And so when I found him, I was like, I'm going to confess my love. Didn't even know that I felt this way.
Mhm.
But when I couldn't find him, everything in me was like, oh my God, what if something happened to
And
him?
by the way, I did that on purpose too. When I was locked up, I told my mother, I said, "Listen, do not call Michelle.
Mm.
She has to wonder where I am. She has to.
And I was
I
nervous.
said, she has to miss me." And I sat there that night and I said, watch tomorrow. I swear, I was in the bookends. I was like, watch tomorrow. And then
When he was okay and I saw him, he was with his friend. I still couldn't confess all of this. And then that night we finally got to be by ourselves.
that was it.
And then we'll leave it at that.
Cutting
I
up
said,
tomatoes, fruits and vegetables. And
I spent the night that night. I rolled over a little more and I said,
Yeah.
we can take this a little further.
Come on
we
a little further.
And
Come on a little further.
a little while after that, on New Year's of January 1st, 2009, he asked me to be his girlfriend. I said yes.
Hey.
And we have been together ever since.
17 years.
And I
So what
still
was the
love
point?
being around
What was
him.
the time period between the day that Michelle you watched the movie to when y'all took it a little further?
Well, it had to be August. We
August.
met in August. We
Yep.
took it a little further in
In December.
December. And then we got officially together in January.
I just got to throw this in there. Your parents, Sean, lived by Michelle, like when you were like way younger.
What's boy? Let me tell you something about research. Let me
Hey.
tell you something about research. I used to live on Ocean Avenue in Brooklyn, but so did her parents.
I wasn't
Yeah.
born.
I was really young. Like I moved from that block when I was like 3 years old. But they were on the block while I was there. They lived maybe two buildings down. So we were on the same block. I mean, we were. I guess we were always connected.
We were always
since,
crossing paths. I wasn't
since we
there
were
yet,
younger.
though.
Yeah,
I wasn't on Earth yet.
but not only that, like our parents
This-
worked together.
Yeah.
Both of our
That's
parents
crazy.
right.
Crazy.
Her mother worked with my mother
Before we even
before
met.
we even met.
Yeah.
Her father worked with my father before we even met.
And that we
Did
didn't
they
find that
know
out.
each other though? Like, was it a small workplace or was it like a warehouse?
I don't know exactly, but they knew it was way before us.
Oh, of course.
And then when
way
we
before.
met, and they tried to get us to meet, which is more funny, because he was
Wow.
watching the movie, and his mother was telling people at her job about her son's movie premiere.
Mhm.
And my mother was like, "Oh, my daughter's into theater. I'm gonna bring her. I'm gonna have her come to the movie premiere."
Matter of fact,
So our parents were supposed to have
Connect.
us meet because he had a movie, I was in theater, but
Yeah.
it just didn't
It
work
just
out
didn't work
that
out.
way.
Y'all probably walked by each other at
Oh,
one
of
point.
course,
Didn't even
100%.
realize it, like just walking in and out of the bar.
I used to be at her place all the time.
And I never saw
Never
him.
saw her.
But I saw the people he
Wow.
was with.
So early on in y'all's relationship, so after you guys took it a little bit further, talk about like what you guys ate. Were you guys juicing then? Were you eating crazy? Were you eating healthy?
Well, first of all, Sean used to cook these Nathan Franks.
Come
Oh my
on,
God.
Nathan.
Think is how he got me in, because those
used-
Nathan Franks.
I used to cook it to the crunch. You
Oh,
know,
God.
you gotta burn one of the sides of the Frank.
He cooked pork chops with wine. Don't even drink. But he cooked pork chops with wine before. I was like, this
Wine
is
sauce.
what in the...
Now I know what I'm doing in that kitchen.
They
I ain't
didn't
gonna
cook
hold you.
pork chops at home.
I-
Then he used to cook boiled eggs. Olive, this is really good, and I didn't like it before, but boiled eggs with oatmeal. I
Yeah,
don't know why that was such a good combo.
it worked.
But the way he made it in a combo, I think it was cinnamon raisin oatmeal, and he would put it in the microwave, the water. Just
Microwave. Wow.
I know.
Oof.
Mind you, meanwhile, we haven't used the microwave in 11 years, our whole But in the beginning,
Yeah.
we ate trash. And I would tell him about all the $5 lunch spots,
hmm
right? If we went out, I was like, yo, we got to go to the lunch spot. They got the deal here. I knew how to tell him about
But I always
spots.
said,
Yeah.
so we didn't eat good, but Michelle ate a little better than me. So like when I went into her house, like I didn't know about liquid aminos and
My mother was a little...
her mother was always like
father,
on
yeah.
mother and father are always they was kind of healthy. So like
Yeah.
the snacks they would have, everything was
we
like
couldn't have milk in the house.
they couldn't have milk. See, they had rules. In my house, we didn't. We had everything in the house. You know, we ate everything from pork chops to chicken to steaks to lamb chops, you name it.
We didn't eat that in my house. There
Right.
were rules in my house, right?
Y'all
But
didn't have cereal.
no, we couldn't have cereal in the house.
See? Yeah.
There were
Wow.
rules in my house.
right.
But the rule also was, if somebody watches you as a kid, you can eat whatever you want. If somebody
Oh.
watches you, they could feed you whatever they want.
Yeah.
If I went to my grandmother's house,
Yeah.
my mother didn't care what I ate. You could eat the pork chops, the bacon. She watching you,
Bye.
You probably had a good time at your grandma's house.
and I was always out. So I was only restricted in my household, but I was always at my grandmother's house, my cousin's house, my friend's house. So I was out.
Mm-hmm.
So the diet was restrictive in my house, but it wasn't what I lived to. So I ate all of the things, especially if you offered it to me. Oh, yes. I'm a try anything kind of girl. And my mother was always trying some kind of something. So I was like, I'm going to do the master cleanse. You can lose weight. Ooh, I'm going to try the master cleanse. I heard it's good. My mother did some days. Let me try it. Of course, my mother ended up doing 6 and she stopped on popcorn, but I ended up doing the entire 10 days. And Sean thought I was crazy.
Out her mind.
In fact, when I first met
Yeah.
Sean, he used to tell me he doesn't eat vegetables.
Mm-mm.
He used to say, I don't eat vegetables. Like, period.
Like, so vegetables, I wouldn't eat like string beans and broccoli, but I'm lettuce, tomatoes, cucumbers. That's it.
Yeah.
But that's what he would
The-
say to
the
me.
basics.
Like,
all-
I don't
That's
eat
a
vegetables.
salad. That's it. That's all I'm eating. I'm not eating nothing else.
But I did the master cleanse, and it was around Super Bowl time.
No,
Now,
it was exactly Super Bowl.
now Super Bowl time is not something that's special to me because I don't care about football, right?
Right.
So I didn't plan it around it to be the Super Bowl. I never knew when the Super Bowl was.
Mm.
So it ended up being a Super Bowl party, and I was still fasting. And he was like,
It was at my house. We had a Super Bowl party. We had chicken wings and, Super Bowl stuff. We had,
Yep. The chips, dip.
we cooked everything. And Michelle, I was like, Michelle, you're not going to eat nothing? She said,
Yes.
I'm doing this master cleanse. And she's just drinking this juice or whatever. And I'm like, there's no way.
he was like,
I said, you got to be crazy. There's no way I would do that. No way.
He thought it was crazy.
I thought it was crazy.
Because the master cleanse, you don't eat any food. You just have the lemonade. You also do the salt water bath. You also do the smooth move at night. So you are detoxing,
Wait,
right?
so what is
No
it?
flexibility.
It's water, lemon,
cayenne pepper,
and
maple syrup. Mm-hmm.
That's it.
That's it for the
That's
10
an
days.
interesting combination for a fast.
And that's all you drink
That's all you drink for the 10
days.
days. And at night you take Smooth Move, which is a laxative. That's to break it up. Your stomach really hurts at night when you do that. And then in the
Yeah.
morning, it was called a salt water bath, where you put uniodized salt in a liter of water and you have to drink the whole thing and it flushes you out. It's a rough detox. But after you flush out, you don't have to go to the bathroom. Like, you could go out to work and you won't be messed up from the Smooth Move the night before. So anyway, I used to do that, and Sean thought I was crazy, but I gave him the book. So it was a little yellow book to teach you why you do the master cleanse and the benefits. So of course I wanted him to do it with me, but he was like, girl, you crazy. So I gave him the book and he read it himself. And after he read it, he said, I think I want to try this. So we did the master cleanse together.
Did you complete it the first time around?
Yeah. So here's the thing. I'm not going to quit.
We're not.
No, I'm not going to quit. Like, even if I couldn't stand it, I can't. My brain, it feels like I'm cheating. And it's nothing with it, because you know what? I could see anybody cheating on the master cleanse, because it is, to me, it's terrible. I'll never do it again.
Somehow in between this life, we saw the movie Fat, Sick, and Nearly Dead. I don't know what.
I keep hearing about this.
Oh, you never saw it?
Never seen it.
Oh, you gotta watch it.
Yeah, you gotta see Fat, Sick, and Nearly.
Where can I watch that at?
I don't know anymore, because they took it off of Netflix. It might be on Prime.
No, it is. It's in our Amazon store.
Prime.
It's in our Amazon store.
Yeah.
So if you watch the movie Fat, Sick, and Nearly Dead, our whole family watched it. And we ended up, our moms did it with us. My dad was always worried about being too slim. So he didn't do it. He was always slim. That's my story.
But wait, he's in tip-top shape.
He was in tip-top. He passed away in 21, but he was in tip-top shape. Right?
Tip-top.
So he was like, I'm not doing no fat. I don't need to.
Yeah.
Like, I don't need to lose weight ever. So.
I mean, because back then, that's why we were doing it.
That's why we were doing it.
We were doing it to drop
weight.
Yeah. Just to be clear.
100% sure. Health is cute, but really, let's get these pounds off.
Yeah.
Yep.
So we did a 10-day juice cleanse. That was the first fast we did that was unlike the lemonade fast. And we did 10 days, and we were like, juicing is way easier than the master cleanse. Way easier. So then it started to be a thing that we did. We still would eat trash. Like, the moment we finished, we would try to go, a little vegan, a little bit. We would try.
Yeah.
But also, just to let you know, I would dibble and dabble in vegetarianism before I met Sean. When I met Sean, I think was I a vegetarian when I met you?
Mm-mm.
Oh, I had just stopped. So my cousin passed away from cancer. I read a thing on my friend's fridge that says 75% alkaline, 25% acidic. Cancer can't grow. So I thought, oh my God, we gave our family cancer by allowing them to eat these diets. And so I immediately, when my cousin got sick, went vegetarian. Just like, I'm not doing that anymore.
Yeah.
But I was really a starchitarian. I was eating egg salad sandwiches. I was eating veggie burgers and fries and pizza. I was still eating trash. I just wasn't eating meat.
Right.
And so by the time I met Sean, I had stopped at the end of the year because I realized I'm not eating alkaline. This is just ridiculous. Fast forward, we're doing the juice cleanse. And I think we would try a little not to eat so much meat when we first got off. Then we would go right back into pork chops, whatever we wanted.
Yep.
Just eating whatever we wanted. And then eventually we did a 30-day for our wedding.
2013.
That was our longest. And we did Sean T as we did the 30-day. We did Insanity, the DVD.
Yeah.
Every day?
Yeah, 30 days. We did it for 30 days.
Y'all
and that time we dropped, I dropped like 34 pounds in 30 days.
Wow. And that was before your wedding.
Yes.
Before the wedding,
and we were getting like muscular because we were doing Insanity while on the juice cleanse. We was going
in. We ready.
And I guess the best thing, and I don't realize that people aren't like this, we don't even think of quitting.
Mm-mm.
Like it's not like we look at each other and be like, "Don't quit, don't leave me on this." We be like, "Oh,
Yeah.
day 12 is hard. All right, we got to get to day 14." But we don't even have the conversation of
Mm.
like, do we?
I think for me,
We
like
tease.
we'll say I'll be like, yo, this I'm over this. But then I'll be like, all right, now let me stick to it. So we would find ways to get through the cleanse. And then we would do the cleanse differently sometimes. So we've learned over the years.
We used to do some crazy
We
stuff.
used to do a 30-day juice cleanse, and then we'll have like on day 16, we'll start incorporating like lentils. But here's
Yeah.
the thing.
Not eating them.
Not eating them. We would juice them and then put them through that. What's the rag? What is it called?
The milk.
Oh,
The
the cheese rag?
The cheese,
Yes.
and
Yeah.
squeeze the juice out, and then that's what we would drink.
So we were
'Cause in
drinking
our
bean
minds-
juice.
In our minds, we were like, oh, we need some protein too. Like we need
Yeah.
protein doing the cleanse. Now, we still lost 30 pounds in the
We still
30
lost 30
days,
pounds.
but that wasn't the right way to do it.
And
but,
that didn't make any sense.
and
The
it
new
is-
shit, it didn't make any sense.
but we didn't know.
You live and you learn though.
Yeah, you live and you learn.
But you should have saw us in there. We was straining
It would
it.
take us hours.
We would cook the beans down to nothingness.
nothing.
Then get them real thin. Then juice them so it was juice, so that it wasn't smoothie texture,
Yeah,
or
nothing.
Yeah.
so that it didn't break the fast in terms of having to use your digestive system. And we would add water, so it would be as thin as juice.
Yeah.
And even in that, the way we ate afterwards was just diabolical. I started, and we got married. I was 29. I was 29 when we got married.
So I was 35 going on 36.
And my periods were horrible.
Terrible.
After the wedding, it got so much worse. Even though through our whole relationship, I threw up every single month on my period.
Yeah.
Every single month. There wasn't one month where I did not throw up. Sean got used to it.
Wow.
He would try to help me. But I remember significantly it getting so much heavier after our wedding. And the reason why that's weird to me is because I thought my mother had her first baby at 29. And I thought I passed the age. I think naturally as women, we always compare ourselves to our mothers. And I was like,
Yeah.
oh my God, I passed the age that my mother had her first kid and I haven't had any children yet. Maybe I have so much eggs that my period is heavier. That's how uneducated I was about egg count. So you're born with the amount of eggs you're gonna have for the rest of your life. You don't grow more eggs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking, before I learned this, that because I haven't had children yet, I have so many eggs, and that's why I'm bleeding heavier. So I thought because I didn't have children at close to 30, this is why my period was just so detrimental, because I should be having kids by now.
Before y'all got married, did you discuss wanting kids?
Oh, we both. Yes.
We talked about it?
Yeah, because we both said we wanted 5 kids.
Oh, we would say yes.
So we didn't like discuss it with each other. Like, hey, do you want to have kids? Or it's just kind of like
natural.
just a natural discussion. We were like, I've always wanted 5 kids. Oh, me too.
And I'm gonna name my kids. I
Yeah,
name
so
Vincent. Like,
it was that kind of thing. It wasn't like,
Yeah.
hey, listen, you have to have children in order for us to be together.
Or do you want kids?
Nah,
Like, we didn't have
wasn't
that.
a serious discussion at all.
Yeah.
I got a couple questions about that too. Like the kids' diet. Like obviously your kids are vegan, for people who
Mhm.
don't know. Do they like being vegan? And then how did you guys get the teachers on board to not give your kids processed foods?
No, they eat
Processed foods,
processed foods, vegan,
that's
it's two
another
different
thing.
Oh,
that's two different
Oh
things.
no, it's 2 different things.
There are processed foods that are vegan.
Pasta.
that is very true.
Oreos are
Oh.
vegan. Lay's chips are vegan. There are a lot of processed vegans.
Terrible vegan food.
Yeah.
A lot of terrible vegan.
We want our kids to be whole food vegan, but
Yeah.
that's the process for us.
Okay, so let's just start with the teachers. So we were very strict about what our kids ate. So we would have a discussion with the teachers.
Yep.
It's like, look, listen, when you guys have a party, just let us know.
And we'll bring
We'll bring vegan cakes. We'll bring vegan treats,
vegan pizza.
vegan pizza. We'll bring everything that the kids have. It'll just be vegan. And
Yeah.
we'll take care of it. Just let us know. We also, like when they first started school, you know how like in kindergarten, pre-K, you know how they have the snacks. So
Yep.
Elle and I would go to Costco's or BJ's and get like a big bulk of vegan snacks
Yep.
to keep in their classroom
Yep.
so that when they gave out treats, our children would be involved as well. So
Yes.
so for us,
But we did have a run-in.
we did.
Our son is a little more easier in terms of those things. He didn't cheat on his veganism when he got to school. By mistake, one time he did.
Yeah, but not on purpose.
But our daughter was like, I want the pancakes and the sausages.
Yeah, I was wondering about that.
But the odd thing is, at home, because we ate vegan pancakes and sausages, she was thinking,
What's the difference?
what's the difference? So
Yeah.
she ate it at school, and we told her not to. She ate it anyway. She even told her teacher that her mom and dad said that she could eat it.
Mm.
So she ate it, and we had to come up to the school. It was a
Mhm.
whole thing. And then she was on the toilet at Trader Joe's, and she was like, Mind you, that doesn't happen because of their vegan diets. They go smooth.
Yeah,
It's
Yes.
quick.
smooth. It's smooth,
They're in and out.
easy.
Yeah,
Not a lot of wipe on the toilet. Like, it's smooth.
yeah.
So she going, and we looked at her and said,
There it is. She
Told
never
you.
had a
Yep.
stomach ache in her life.
we were like, is that what you?
She didn't even know what a stomach ache was. She was like, "Oh my God, this is terrible."
We said, that is
There
that.
it is.
That's that
Those
devil
pancakes and
arrogance.
sausage. Yep.
Yes. And so she came to the conclusion that
This ain't it.
this ain't it. And then our son questioned us. How old
Beautiful.
was that, last 2 years ago?
2 years ago.
He was like, well, I don't want to be vegan. I want to eat regular. Like, I want to eat regular. So where Sean was like, well, buy with your money, buy regular food. I'm not buying you regular food.
That's right.
You go buy it. And then we told him, well, Sean, you're the one that made us vegan.
That's right.
Before
Wow.
you, me and your father was at the Waffle House.
The
eating
Waffle
pork
House,
chops.
boy.
So how does he feel about?
Well, I'm gonna tell you what happened. We end up telling him, you're the one that made us vegan because we had to clear our lives to have you.
That's right.
We kept
Yes.
having miscarriages. My body was not healing.
Mhm.
We had to go vegan to have you. So you made us vegan. You made Phoenix vegan. You made Maverick vegan.
That's right.
You're the one. And then it gave him a new pride
Yeah.
Yeah.
because it was his responsibility for us even.
Yeah.
And then he hasn't questioned it. So he's
Yeah.
the strictest vegan
Yeah.
ever. He don't play.
Actually, Maverick hasn't ever
He hasn't cheated.
ever
By mistake or nothing.
by mistake or nothing. His thing is because our kids can read. They've been
Yep.
reading since they were like 16 months. Like
Yep.
they've been reading.
Beautiful.
So they read the labels. They go, "Oh, this ain't vegan." Themselves. They be like, "Oh, this ain't vegan." Or they'll ask the teachers, "Is this vegan?" And they're
Yeah.
like, "Does it have dairy? Does it?" Like they don't play.
That has to feel good as parents, like
Yeah.
knowing that your kids are so in tune to looking at ingredients and
Yeah. And now here's the thing. I don't know what they're gonna do when they get to high school and college. We honestly can't control that. We're realists. Like we don't go, not my child.
Yeah.
We don't do
Yeah.
that, right? 'Cause
They might be in the state. I don't know.
they might be in a steak chicken. Okay, cool. But for at least 15 years of their lives, they've eaten clean. So they already got a head start.
how do your kids feel when you guys do like the 10-day juice fast or the 60-day juice fast? I know they're not participating, but they're witnessing you guys do that.
They're very supportive, interestingly enough,
supportive.
right? They're very supportive.
You fasted?
They be like, what day are you on? Daddy, what day are you on? Like they're really like in it. Like if they could do it, they would try it with us.
What did Phoenix say was that? Are you fasting or are you slowing? So we were on a fast. We thought that was so cute.
But and I love that they see their parents doing it
Right.
because then they'll do it.
They'll have it as tools.
They'll have it as the the
Yep.
tools in life to be healthy, and we do it so much that it'll be nothing for them. Like my son, when like you see how you said you had a cold,
He would tell you.
my 4-year-old Maverick would be
Yeah.
like, listen, you need some ginger,
He would tell his
you need
teachers.
some turmeric, you need
Mhm.
some lemon. Like he already knows it.
He
At the
told
Double
door.
the pepper. Yep.
teacher, you need ginger, a smoothie, and some rest. And she said, I do. She said, I do.
I do want to take it back to the 17-day water fast because I just got through my first 10-day juice fast with y'all.
Come on!
And Yep. Obviously I know what motivated you, but what kind of sparked it? Like, kind of talk about what the doctors were saying to you before when you couldn't have kids. Like, what made you say to yourself, I'm now going on a water fast?
I saw 2 videos on YouTube where women said that they water fasted and it worked for them in terms of healing. And so
Mm.
I did not want to do a water fast. I wasn't like, hey, I was hoping that
Yeah.
the 30-day juice fast, because I had the same consistent juice, I was hoping that the 30-day juice fast would actually do what it did for this other woman. So one woman did the 30-day juice fast and it healed her completely. I
Yeah.
still was not totally healed. I did have some healing, but I wasn't totally healed. So I had done 2 30-day juice fasts and I still wasn't totally healed. And so I was praying about it and I asked God for a specific obvious sign. I said, I want it to be so obvious because I don't want to question the sign.
Yep.
I said, act like I'm, blind as I need it to be obvious. That was my prayer. And so we went to the doctors. I already had doctors tell me you're not going to have kids unless you have an abdominal myomectomy. They were like, that's really just it. I said, okay. So I was already trying the naturopath. So we went to this doctor and he was supposed to be consulting us for the abdominal myomectomy. So we
Yep.
met with him. We had a meeting with him. He was looking over our ultrasounds and all the stuff and he was so, I don't know if he was high,
Yeah.
but he was so disconnected.
Yeah.
And it was so
Hard.
weird. It was like a SNL sketch. If you filmed it, he could have got in trouble because it was weird.
Yeah.
Moments of just odd silence.
He wasn't responding.
How did that make y'all feel?
Sean was getting upset.
I was getting upset. I thought it was gonna. I literally thought it was a joke. I thought like a camera was gonna come out.
Because it was weird.
It was that bad. So it would be like if we asked him a question like, I don't know, has she gotten any better?
Because I had 2 different MRIs.
He wouldn't
and
say a
one
word.
showed something different.
And
he
so
wouldn't look at it.
Really?
I looked at Michelle. I said, Michelle, can he hear me? I literally had to say, can he hear me? Because I know I'm talking loud enough. He's sitting across from us looking at us, but he wouldn't say a word. And I thought that was the weirdest thing.
It was weird.
He must have been high. Definitely.
It was
100%.
weird.
It didn't make any sense.
And he wasn't acknowledging what we were saying to him. It
Right.
was just odd. But I wasn't getting angry. When we left the meeting, I actually started laughing. Sean was a
Yeah.
little upset. I was
a
laughing
lot
because I was
upset.
like, God, you know for a fact I would not let that man touch me with a knife, cut me open. I would barely have another meeting with him, let alone cut me open and be responsible. Are you crazy? And so I started laughing because I was like, that is the most obvious sign that I should do a water fast. And I started the next day because if I asked God for that and he gave me what I asked for, I felt like my only reaction should be
to do it.
The doctor's nonchalant attitude was the obvious sign.
100%.
I felt like me and God he was like, Michelle, was that obvious? I felt like, you know what, God, that's funny. Because that was real obvious. You know what? I got you. I'm going to do this. I'm doing this the next day. I'm doing it.
Understatement.
And so I literally started the water fast that next day because I needed no more confirmation. I got exactly what I was asking for. And so I did the 17-day water fast with no hesitation because I felt like I did all the meditation. Also, what was great is during this path of infertility, I started meditating. And what my mom told me was like meditating is how you hear God clearer. And praying is how, you talk to God, but meditation is how you hear. And so I was naturally on this meditation path because I was needing tools to navigate the grief of infertility.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't want to be sad, womp, womp, womp all the time because my life wasn't sad. There's just one area that was happening, but it's not my whole life. And so meditation allowed me to do that. So I started the fast the next day. I did 17 days of water. It was supposed to be 21, but I had a fibroid fallout on day 8. And I was also on my menstrual cycle. And I screamed to the top of my lungs because something plopped out of the toilet. And I'm not one to touch. I'm not that girl. So I was going to flush it. And Sean was like, are you crazy? So he came upstairs. He picked it out of the toilet. Took pictures of it. Yeah. I couldn't do it.
Wait, hold on. We could have kids? Hold on a second. Let me get that thing right there. Pulled it out. Yeah.
Picked it up out of the toilet. Because it was like a mashed as hell. And it wasn't rock hard. It was just a mass.
Firm, very
It was
firm.
Yeah.
so he took it out. It was oddly shaped. I guess it had started to disintegrate already. And so he took pictures of it. We confirmed it with the doctors that we were dealing with. Then they wanted us to send it in, right? And we were like,
Why?
Vanessa, you can't have our, because they were gonna try. It was something weird. The doctors who no, but we
Yeah.
dealt with a number of doctors. We were dealing with naturopathic doctors, and they confirmed it, and the other doctors confirmed it. It was confirmed, and then I was able to change my options, and then I had 3 kids in 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
Did they say anything about the first kid that you had, or do they know you guys
Oh,
now have 3?
I didn't deal with them anymore.
Yeah, we didn't go back.
We
Mm.
didn't.
It was a waste of time.
We
It
didn't go
didn't
back.
make any sense to go back.
We dealt with another doctor, Dr. Thrasher, who was very receptive to the things that I was trying to do to heal.
Because her husband is vegan,
Yes.
Yes,
which helps.
which helps. So she was open to it was, oh my God, it was wonderful.
Night
She's
and
open
day.
to like the natural route. Yeah.
And so, yeah.
When did you guys realize your impact was bigger than your family? Because obviously what you guys are doing right now, the shows, the podcast, the juicing with 10,000 people, that's a huge impact outside of your family. So was there a point that you guys realized, like, our purpose is bigger than just our family?
I would probably say when you're in it, you're just moving. So I don't know if well, I'm speak for me. I don't know for you, but I realized during the 60-day fast, I felt like God told me that you and Sean's love story is not for your love story, but your mission is together.
Yes.
So then it felt like our love was for more than me. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? This is nice. It's
Yeah.
just whatever he has us here for, that mission is together.
Mhm.
And so it just made so much sense on why we're so easily aligned with certain things. Like
Mhm.
people be like, how could you do a 60-day with somebody? I don't know. It wasn't really a fight. He said, we're going to do a 60-day. I said,
Yeah, we done.
cool, let's do like,
You know, just going back, right?
Yeah.
So like when I was a kid, right? I've always wanted to change the world.
Yeah.
But I always wanted to do it through love because from age 0 to 48, right? I've had this tremendous amount of love in my life from everybody, from my friends to from my parents, my sister, my brother, my wife, my
Yep.
children. And so for me, I always felt like I had to do something to give it back because after a while it seems like it's too much. It almost could like weigh you down, but not in a negative way. It's like I want somebody else to feel it. Like I feel like I have enough to impact the world.
Yeah.
I didn't know that it would be through a juice cleanse. That I didn't know. You couldn't have told me that one. But I
Yep.
knew it was going to be through love. And the fact that we are doing it together, right? It's more than just a juice cleanse. We're showing people how much we love them. Like the Jump and Juice 10,000, it turned into a business, but we weren't trying to make it a business. That wasn't even a concept in our mind. We were just like, yo,
but God said,
we feel good. Oh man.
we got to tell
We got
somebody.
we got to tell. No, damn that. We're telling everybody, right? So
Yeah.
that's how it happened. Before we did the 60-day, Michelle and I, we would do the 30-day and the 10 days, and we'd always post our before and after pictures, and we would see the comments that were coming.
crazy.
It would go crazy, right? Then on day 59 of our 60-day juice, because Michelle and I, we went to see Tony Robbins in Dallas. We did this random video. We were walking into Whole Foods, getting our food for when we break the fast.
Yep.
We posted this video. We were just like, hey, day 59. We almost done.
We've been doing videos like
We've
this. by
been
the way.
doing videos like this. The thing takes off.
And we're looking at the video like,
It went viral. When I say regular, we just talking
it went viral again. I reposted it.
it went viral twice. Millions of views. So, and that we saw how many comments were coming in. People were like, oh my God. And then we get DMs. Oh, I'm suffering from this. Oh, I'm suffering from that. I'm suffering. I'm like, oh my God, we can help so many people.
We got so many people.
We can help so many people.
Yeah.
So then I think that's when we really saw it, I think. We've always seen it because we've been doing this for 15 years. So we've always seen the people like, oh man, I want to do this cleanse. I want to do it. I want to do this. I want to do that. But after the 60, it just took off.
But I think also the mission gets blurred in the realizing, meaning our
Yeah.
mission is to get 1 million people juicing at the same time. So when we're not exactly at the numbers we want yet, it doesn't feel like you hit now it always feels good when someone tells you that they've been impacted. It almost refires you up, right?
Yeah.
Because sometimes when you're not at your exact number goals, you're
Yeah.
like, oh man, I wanna,
Ye-
but
Yeah.
when someone tells you, you realize how valuable it is to affect that one person.
It
You know what
is.
I'm saying?
That is
And
a
when
good
someone
one.
tells you, you be like, oh my God. And then it fires you up again. So you get these moments of refiring
Yeah.
because there are times we email people and it doesn't get the feedback we want, or we post this and it doesn't get the
Yeah.
feedback we want. And then one
Right.
will. And then, you know what I mean? So it's while you're on the mission, I don't know if you have those moments of feeling like
Yeah.
you've done that much because the mission is so big
Yeah.
that you know how much work you have in front of you or what your mission is. And and also I have to say this, the reason why fasting specifically is so powerful as a tool of healing is because it's more than weight. So you can lose weight on Weight Watchers, people lose weight on keto. Beautiful, right? For weight loss. In terms of spirituality
Mm.
and realizing that you are loved, I think
Yes.
fasting does that through God's food.
That's right.
So more than like we've heard people, that's the difference. We've heard people do fruit fast and get their children back.
Mm.
What does fruit fasting have to do with getting custody of your child?
Right.
We've heard
Right.
people let go of alcohol. We've heard people
That's right.
fall in love with themselves
That's right.
through God's food, which to us is more than weight loss.
That's right.
Yeah.
It's more
Way
than even
more.
feeling better.
Way more.
It's almost discovering who you are because what we do know is that all of us are great. All of us, every single one of us are great. God put us here. He chose us to be here. So
Amen.
all of us are great. And what fasting does is it reminds you of that.
It almost changes you entirely. Like people come back so different
Even if they
from the
gain the weight
time they
back,
had.
I'm gonna do it again. Like
Yeah,
that's it's
even
more
if
than that.
yeah, even it's real. It's like Michelle said. It really is spiritual. It really is. And like like Michelle was saying earlier too. Like our goal isn't 1 million people, but it's literally one person at a time.
Yeah.
Although we are doing the things to affect more than one person at a time,
Yes.
the goal is to be grateful, to be excited every time we change one person's life.
What's your favorite story? Because I know you guys hear like a lot of stories where juicing is changing somebody's life. What's you guys' favorite story?
It's man, it's just what it is
Favorite.
too? I don't know if it's like a favorite story, but it's your response. So I can go off of my favorite response. I'm in BJ's.
Uh-huh.
Michelle and I had did this event, like this 70-year-old birthday party for this lady.
A double Dutch aerobics
A
birthday
double
party.
Dutch aerobics birthday party. So the husband and wife started following us. They did the juice cleanse together. However, the wife stopped
Mm-hmm.
and he
Mm.
kept going. And I think he went longer than 10 days.
Yep.
Yeah.
He ended up losing 50 pounds. Now, here's the thing.
Wow.
I'm in BJ's. He runs over to me. He's like, look at me. Like, look at what you did. And I'm so, like, I'm excited, but I get embarrassed too. Cause I'm like,
Yeah.
my thing is, I want to give you the response that you giving me. Like, cause I know you're excited. He was like, yo, he said, you don't understand. He said, you changed my life. I get emotional because
Mm.
this man, I think she's 70.
So he's 70 up.
He got to be almost 70, but they look great, so I can't tell. He was just so excited. He called his daughter out.
Yeah.
I mean, he was like, "Come on, let's do a video together." He was
He
like,
was so
he said,
excited.
"I want to tell everybody." He said, "You really don't understand. You really changed my life." Sometimes it's hard to do this work knowing that, because it puts a little pressure on me. Because
Yeah.
now it's like, now I got to work a little harder now because somebody's watching. We got to change somebody's life. And like, we talk about changing everybody else's life. But, it's always the hardest to change the people around you, like your
Facts.
family and your
Mm.
friends. So here
Yep.
you are saving the world, right? And then it's just harder to do. And so, like, we were talking about my mother. It is literally a blessing that my mom does the juice cleanse, and she is 78 years old. She does the 10-day
That's
juice cleanse.
amazing.
Right. So we know as sons and as daughters, we
Yep.
want our parents to live forever.
Forever and ever.
And to me, this is my way in my brain. This is my way to give my mother 10 more years, 15
Yes.
more years.
Amen.
Whatever God decided, I just added 50. I added 15 more on that bad boy.
So I do want to get into the double Dutch aerobics, how you guys started that, and what it's like working full time together as a couple.
Oh.
Dream come true.
Oh, what you
Nothing.
say? Every once in a while, he'll go, I can't work with you. Every once
I
in a
do.
Once in a while. I don't ever say that.
He don't mean it. He don't
Well,
mean it.
well, I'm a different person.
I always
You-
tell him, if you worked with other people, eventually they would get on your nerves too. So it's not me. It's that you act like coworkers don't ever get on each other's nerves. Like just
Right.
because I'm getting on your nerves now doesn't mean I'm not the person to work with. Overall, we do pretty well together.
We do.
We
very
do.
well, actually.
Like, but once you haven't actually said that in a while.
Right, we do
But
very
once in
well.
a while, he'll say, you know what, Michelle?
I'm done.
I don't want to work
I'm
with you.
done.
I can't work
I
with
can't.
you.
It's too much.
It's too much.
It's way too much.
It's once in a while, and I go, oh, okay, babe. All right. I just say, okay.
Now, did you send that email out? Because
Because we got a meeting at 5, even though I don't
Yep.
want to work with you. We do got that booking because it doesn't stop. So work just
no, for the most part, right? 99.9% of the time, we do love to work with each other.
Mhm.
It's and going back to a kid, like this is what I always wanted to do. I always wanted to spend more time with my family than I do at work. Because back in the day, your parents worked hard.
work hard.
Nonstop.
Work, you're not right, nonstop, work, overtime, like all of that stuff, so that you spend more time away than you are at home.
Mhm.
And I just wanted the opposite for me and for us, and we get to do that. So like, our kids come to work with us.
Yep.
Our kids, we do certification weekend. My son comes to certification weekend with us.
He's so good.
And he can teach a class. He's 8 years old because he grew up with us.
He's really good.
He's been coming to class since birth. We used to strap
Since womb.
right from womb. I used to strap him on my chest, and we
Yep.
would turn. We would work. They've all been with us from the time we were doing this business, and so that's what I love about it.
Oh, did we get it done?
We got it done.
We got it done because what break? There is no break as entrepreneurs. We talk
Not
about
a
that.
single
sometimes.
one.
I would ask sometimes, I want to ask my 9 to 5 friends, do y'all feel off? Because as an entrepreneur, I feel like you don't feel off. Your brain is always,
You're always putting out fires.
you're always trying to figure out
You're
the
always
next,
trying to figure out the next move.
or what's this, or
Yeah.
okay, well, this didn't do that. So, okay, well, okay, so so
And you definitely have more than one job.
you have 25.
You have 25 jobs.
You're
And so-
everything in the company.
Right.
You're everything.
Everything.
And so who cares you had a baby? Ain't no
Right.
maternity leave in this entrepreneur life. You better get up.
And you know what's so? I think I said I'm an entrepreneur as well.
Yes.
I started my business to have more freedom, not knowing I wouldn't have more freedom.
More freedom.
Like, so I can technically control my own schedule, but if I don't pick up gigs or answer clients, then everything is going to fall apart. So
That's
nobody
right.
tells you that part before you get into owning your own business.
I would say the thing to me that I love about entrepreneurship is it is your schedule. So I think what jolts me sometimes when I hear someone say, "Oh, my boss couldn't let me off." What?
Right.
Mm.
What you mean? Somebody can let you off. Now
You
we
only have
may
a certain amount of days. But
we may be at the let's say we had to go to a funeral. We may be at the funeral answering emails, but we going to the funeral.
We're going to
You
the
understand?
funeral.
We're not missing Auntie T 80th birthday because the boss.
I'm
wouldn't
going to
let
New
us go.
York this week.
Hold
to
on,
a
we wouldn't
funeral.
go.
Yeah.
We would have our computers with us.
We don't play.
We're not off, but we do own where we need to be if we have to be somewhere.
That's right.
And
Yes.
so I do like that part of it. Also, and this is the gift, is the curse, as hard as we work is as hard as we get paid. So it's not up to anybody but us. Even though that's a pressure sometimes.
You know how it is.
Because if you could go
Yes.
to your 9 to 5 and be tired that week, no, we tired that week, you're gonna see the check look a little different. You know what I'm saying? Or the
Look. You know.
I know exactly what you're.
Lay down
Yes.
alone. You go ahead, don't get up in the morning. Go ahead. That's where
And
discipline.
also with a 9 to 5, I'm 10 years removed from it, so I can say this. I used to slack off a little bit.
Of course.
Like,
And you could. You can't
and
now.
like, it didn't matter. Like when I clock out, what I did at the job doesn't matter. But if I slack off on my business, it's going to reflect back on me. It might reflect back on a paycheck, a bad Google review. And I just don't want that to happen. So
Right.
it's definitely a lot of pressure for sure.
And your check was still coming. The consistency 9 to 5. The check is coming. The check is coming. Entrepreneurship, you might be looking, when is it coming? You know.
Net 90, net 30. I did the work 90 days ago. Got to wait for the check. Yeah, I can. It's a whole thing.
Oh, yeah. That's corporate. Oh, that's corporate. Those corporate joints, boy. You wait for a minute.
Corporate gigs. You be like, you want a 30-day turn, not me. I need my money now.
So one last question for y'all. Actually, two, because I want y'all to promote yourselves. If you could offer advice to someone just starting a healthy lifestyle, or if they want to get into juicing, but they think it's too late, or they think they can't do it because they can't afford it, or whatever excuse might come up, what would you guys say to that person?
You can always afford to take care of yourself.
That's right.
So literally, and juicing is not expensive. If you eat food, you can juice. Like juice, we were going to juice longer because
It
of
was
how
cheaper.
much money
I
we
was
were
like,
saving on
I am
groceries.
saving. Like, we didn't go out to eat. It was just amazing. I think for me, I always start off with my why. Right? So, like, because if the why is big enough, you're going to do what you need to do to start juicing.
There it is.
That's point blank, period. Just start, replacing your meal, and then start educating yourself. Watch the videos.
Watch the videos.
I mean, if you want to join the Jump and Juice 10,000, that's not even a plug. That's for real. Like, if you because
Go
we
ahead
have
and
a whole
plug.
community, right? And I'm not even trying
Because you might feel isolated in your process,
Right.
and you have a whole
Yeah.
community
that's
you
doing
won't
it.
feel alone.
Yeah, we have, and then we have people who we've interviewed who've done what you're trying to do.
Miraculous things.
We're doing a juice cleanse with 10,000 people, or find another person that's doing a juice cleanse. Whoever, find that person that speaks to you.
Yes.
And then follow them.
And don't make it hard. Get a juicer and put fruits in it and juice.
Get a Nama juicer.
So get a Nama juicer. Don't play
If you
yourself.
get another juicer, you're gonna make it hard.
You're gonna make it hard.
That's
And use
right.
discount code Sean Michelle 10.
Yeah,
So-
save 10%.
Yes, you can save 10%.
Or $60 off.
Hello. But 100% start juicing.
100.
Don't look around saying, what should I juice? You like oranges? Go get an orange, juice it. You like pineapple? Go get it, juice
That's
it.
right.
Apple, juice it. Don't make it hard. Do it.
I gotta ask this too. A lot of people, like for me in my life, I'm promoting juicing, and they're like, "Well, what's the difference between? I have a blender. I can just make a smoothie with the same fruits." Can y'all just educate people on the difference between smoothies, a smoothie fast, and a juice fast?
Oh, a smoothie fast and a juice fast is totally different.
Both of them are good for you. Let's start there.
Yes.
They're excellent for you. We know that.
But when you're doing a smoothie fast, your digestive system is still in process. So in actuality, it's not getting that break that you need. Well, that you need for healing sometimes that a fast gives you. So when you're on a fast, part of the reason why it's so healing is because the body knows how to heal itself. You just have to get out of the way.
That's right.
The best way to get out of the way is to fast. So you're giving the digestive system that complete break, and the body is literally recuperating, cells are regenerating, is doing everything it knows how to do, and you're not interfering in that process.
Right.
When you do a smoothie fast, while you're adding good nutrients to your body, you aren't doing that fasting, which means giving the digestive system a break, because the smoothie is actually going through the digestive system because it needs to be broken down further.
So now it's working.
Right. So now it's still at work. So it's not the same process. Specifically in fasting, that's the big difference. Also, the human body knows how to go into fast mode.
That's right.
So after day 3, your body is in fast mode. You're no longer going, oh my God, I'm hungry. This is for any weight, age, size.
Don't
The
matter.
body, the human body, knows how to go into fast mode. So it understands, okay, the digestive system hasn't been used in a couple of days. We need to go into healing mode, fasting mode.
Mhm.
During
Yes.
a smoothie fast, it's not the same thing. So those hunger pains might continue because you're still using it the way you would have food. The body is still working the same way. Not saying that that's not healthy stuff. Of course, things that you put in a smoothie, but it's just different.
And then also juicing, you get a little more nutrition because it's bypassing the digestive system and it's going straight into your bloodstream.
Straight.
Yes.
Almost like if I gave you a shot in your veins, it
Mhm.
goes straight to the bloodstream. So
And you feel it too. Like after
You-
day 4 or 5, you feel the energy
Yeah.
and all the benefits from all those nutrients going right into your bloodstream. So
It's true. It's true. It works.
so talk about the next 10-day juice fast.
Okay.
The next 10-day juice fast is April
14th.
14th to the 24th.
Yep. So the way to sign up is you could go on our website, doubledutchaerobics.com. Or
Yes.
if you're watching this on Instagram, you just click the link in our bio just to get started. Join the Jump and Juice 10,000. It's a great community.
Yes.
We have 7 seasons
Mm.
of interviews with people who have reversed their symptoms. You know, from
Mhm.
diabetes to high blood pressure to thyroid cancer to prostate
Name
cancer,
it. Fibroids,
fibroid,
infertility,
gout,
depression.
you name it.
Mm.
They have asthma. They have done it.
Mhm.
And so, yeah, join the Jump and Juice 10,000. Our goal is to get 1 million people juicing at the same darn time. We're trying
And
to shift the whole world.
If you heard that jumping part, of course we're the owners of Double Dutch Aerobics.
You better tell them.
And juicing also helps you with your knees. So if you've never jumped Double Dutch in your
Mhm.
life, Double Dutch Aerobics is for you because we teach anyone in less than 1 minute guaranteed.
That is it.
Double Dutch Aerobics is a 1-hour formatted workout class where we teach aerobics moves in the Double Dutch rope.
It's an experience.
If you ever wanted to teach, you can get certified and learn how to teach Double Dutch Aerobics yourself.
That's it.
And
DoubleDutchAerobics.com, baby.
That's it. We jump and we juice. The Jump and Juice 10,000.
So thank y'all. Y'all have been fantastic guests with such a powerful story. I hope this encouraged somebody to change even just a little bit. You don't have to do everything all at once. That's the pressure part of it. You can just change one little thing at a time, and that's going to make the difference.
That's
So this is the end of the podcast. We out. Make sure y'all stay tuned for the outro.
All right. Bye. Thank you.
Wow, that was a great episode. I've been following them for a couple years now, and I can honestly say that was everything I expected from them in an interview. One thing that stuck out to me is how in sync they are as a couple. That can truly make a huge difference when it comes to hitting goals with your partner. If I could encourage you and say one thing, I would say modern medicine and doctors, they have a place and they are very important, but they are not the end all be all. If Michelle just stopped at what the doctor said, that she couldn't get pregnant, then they wouldn't have their 3 kids. She listened to what God said, went on a 17-day water fast, which I'm sure was immensely uncomfortable, and the results from that were phenomenal. They have 3 beautiful children now, and it's because the doctors didn't have the last word. God did. If you guys have any questions or stories or testimonies, I would love to read them on the podcast or have a guest answer your question. If you have anything like that, you can email it to livegoodfeelbetterpodcast@gmail.com, or you can DM us on Instagram. With that being said, intentionally go out there and live good, even if it's just one small change, so you can feel better. Thank you for listening. I'll see y'all next Tuesday. Peace.
Ambition, I'ma go after. Obstacles, it don't matter. All action, low chatter, won't slow down, I'ma go faster. More goals that I'll try. Let's scroll on Wi-Fi. No fast food in my gut. More sunshine, cause I'm outside. Only time speaking vocally is in the song, then you gon' see every single thing pan out like my wife cooking and we bout to eat. Bank accounts with interest, stocks up when I invest. No updates on my timeline, could care less if you impress. My vision board on Pinterest, I'm praying more when I get stressed. I'm making sure that my kids set set. My 2 boys, they been next. Took a break, I'ma get going. I was moving quiet like the wind blowing. Now I'm stomping for my dreams, and I promise you there's no more tiptoeing. Cause ambition, I'ma go after. Obstacles, it don't matter. All action, low chatter, won't slow down. I'ma go faster. More goals that I'll try. Let's scroll on Wi-Fi. No fast food in my gut. More sunshine, cause I'm outside.